What if I told you that every time you've been confused about a decision, should I take this job? Should I move? Should I stay or go? Your body already had the answer, and you just didn't know how to listen. My name is Yune, and I used to think clarity came from thinking harder, making more lists, asking more people. But after years of working as a physician associate and then walking through my own awakening, I realized something that changed everything. The body speaks a language most of us were never taught to understand. And if you're someone who's been feeling different lately, more sensitive, more aware, like something is shifting inside you that you can't quite explain, this video is going to show you how to read the signals your body is already sending you. No more spiraling, no more second guessing, just clarity. Let's begin. So here's what usually happens. You have a decision to make. Maybe it's a big one, like whether to leave a relationship or take a new job or move across the country. Or maybe it's smaller, like whether to text someone back or go to that event or say yes to something you're not quite sure about. And what do? You think and think and think some more. You open 10 mental tabs. You make a pros and a cons list. You ask your friends. Then you go Google it. You try to logic your way into the right answer. And somehow you end up more confused than when you started. Does that sound familiar? 'Cause I sure do that sometimes. Here's the thing. Most of us were trained to trust the mind first. We were taught that the smart thing to do is analyze and research, predict and plan. And don't get me wrong, the mind is useful. It's great at organizing information and solving problems. But the mind is terrible at one very specific thing, deciding what's right for you. Because the mind doesn't operate on truth, it operates on fear and prediction. It's constantly trying to avoid risk, avoid pain, avoid the unknown. So if you let your mind lead, everything feels equally unsafe. Everything feels complicated. Everything becomes what if? But your body is much simpler. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you exactly how your body communicates alignment and why you've been missing the signals your whole life. But first, I need to tell you something that might sound strange. If you're watching this video, there's a good chance you've been feeling off lately. Maybe you've noticed that your body feels louder than it used to, more sensitive, like you're picking up on things other people don't seem to notice. Maybe you've had unexplained symptoms, fatigue, dizziness, tingling, pressure in your chest, waves of emotion that don't seem to match what's happening in your life. Maybe you've been to doctors and they've told you everything is fine. Your labs are normal. There's nothing wrong. But you know something is happening. And here's what I want you to hear. You're not imagining it. You're not broken, and you're definitely not crazy. What's happening is that your body is getting an upgrade. I know that might sound strange, but stay with me. Because what we call awakening or spiritual activation isn't just an energetic experience, it's a physical one. Your nervous system is recalibrating. Your cells are becoming more sensitive to frequency. Your fascia, the connective tissue that runs through your entire body, is starting to function like an antenna. And as that happens, your body becomes a more precise instrument for reading truth. Which means your body already knows what's aligned for you. It's been trying to tell you. You just haven't been listening in the right way. And I'm going to teach you how to listen. But before I do, I need to explain why alignment feels so different from what you've been taught. Here's something I've noticed over the years, both in my own life and in working with hundreds of people going through awakening. Alignment usually feels quiet. Misalignment feels loud. Let me say that again because this is important. When something is not aligned for you, it feels loud and urgent, pressured. Like you have to convince yourself. Like you're spinning in your head trying to make it make sense. You feel tightness in your chest. Your stomach clenches. Your jaw gets tense. Your thoughts race. You just feel exhausted just thinking about it. But when something is aligned, it feels calm. Your breath gets deeper without you trying. Your shoulders drop, your belly softens. There's a sense of, oh, okay. Not fireworks, not some big dramatic moment, just an exhale. Almost boring, honestly. And that's how you know it's real. I'll give you an example from my own life. Not too long ago, I found myself at a crossroads. I had built a successful career as a physician associate. I was good at my job. I was helping people. On paper, everything looked great, right? But my body was screaming. I would wake up in the morning and feel heaviness in my chest, like I was carrying a weight I couldn't name. I'd sit in my car before work and I'd have to talk myself into going inside. My gut felt tight all the time. And I kept trying to think my way through it. I tell myself, you're being ungrateful. You have a good job. People would kill for this stability. What's wrong with you? But my body kept saying no. And then one day I was walking barefoot in my yard, something I do almost every day now. And I felt this pull, not a thought, but a feeling. Like my whole system just softened. And I heard very quietly, you're not meant to stay here. No logic, no plan, just knowing. I understood that that position was not the end goal. It was a beautiful stepping stone, another tool in my toolkit. But that identity was meant to be temporary. And when I let myself feel into that knowing, when I stopped trying to justify it or explain it, my body relaxed for the first time in months. That's alignment. Now let me show you how to recognize it in your own body. Okay, so let's make this really practical. When something is aligned for you, here's what you might notice. Your breath gets deeper without trying. Your shoulders drop. Your belly softens. Your chest feels open. You feel more present. Time slows down. There's less mental noise. It's like your system says, yeah, this is okay. Not this is perfect forever, but this is safe. You can move forward. That's alignment. Now, when something is not aligned, your body tells you just as clearly. Tight chest, clenched stomach, jaw tension, racing thoughts, second guessing, exhaustion. Oh, and this is a big one. You have to talk yourself into it. If you have to spend energy convincing yourself that something is right, your body probably already voted no. And here's the practice I'm going to give you in just a moment that will change everything. But first, I want to address something you might be thinking. You might be thinking, but Yunei, what if I'm just scared? What if my body is reacting to fear, not truth? It's a great question. Here's the difference. Fear feels like contraction and urgency. It says, you have to decide now. You have to fix this right now. Something bad will happen if you don't act now. Alignment feels like expansion and patience. It says, there's time. You're safe. This is the way. Fear makes you feel like you're running. Alignment makes you feel like you're arriving. And here's the other thing. If you're someone who's highly sensitive and you're going through an awakening right now, your body is actually becoming more accurate, not less. You're not too sensitive. You're not overthinking. Your body is tracking more information than it used to. It's reading frequency, resonance, and truth. You just need to learn how to interpret what it's saying. So here's the practice. Before you make a decision, any decision, stop thinking for a second. Literally pause. Close your eyes if you can. Take one slow breath. And ask, what does my body feel right now? Not what do I think, but what do I feel? Then notice, is there expansion or contraction? Softness or bracing? A forward pull or subtle resistance? Your answer is almost always there, and it's usually very quiet. So you have to slow down enough to hear it. This is not about forcing an answer. It's not about making something happen. It's about listening. And the more you practice this, the more you pause and ask your body instead of your mind, the clearer the signals become. Because here's what I've learned, both in my own life and in guiding others through this process. You don't have to solve your life with your mind. You don't have to think harder. You don't have to have all the answers right now. Most of the time, clarity isn't more information. It's more listening. Your body already knows. It's just waiting for you to ask. And if you're someone who's been feeling like your body is louder lately, like you're more sensitive, more awake, like something is waking up inside you that you can't quite explain, that's not a problem. That's your body coming online. That's your system recalibrating to holding more truth, more light, more of who you are. And the more you learn to listen to it, the more you'll realize you were never lost. You were just learning a new language. If this resonates with you, if you're ready to go deeper into understanding how your body speaks, how it remembers, and how it's designed to guide you home, I created something called Portal 1, The Body Remembers Before You Do. It's the first part of a 5-part series where I walk you through the somatic, energetic, and mystical architecture of your own body. Not as theory, but as lived experience. Because your body isn't just a vessel, it's a portal. It's a memory keeper. It's the first witness to your awakening. And when you learn how to listen, really listen, everything changes. The link is in the description. And if you want to understand more about why we're even here on Earth in the first place, why this physical experience matters so much, I made a video called What Makes Earth School So Unique and Why We Bet to Be Here. I'll link that on the screen now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Your body is brilliant, and so are you. I'll see you in the next one. Much love.